Hi you guys, so today I'm coming to you with a video about how to transfer from a 2-year college to a 4-year college. I did attend a 4-year college prior to me going to a 2-year college, but my main focus was getting out of that 4-year university, so that's why I ended up at a 2-year college, and it's called a community college if you don't know what that is. I ended up going to a community college because I didn't like the university that I was at, so I decided to come home and go to Malcolm X College. When I first got there, it was, I thought I was just gonna be there for like a little while and then I was gonna be able to transfer, but it didn't work out like that. Totally different from what you think that it is. Like, you're not just gonna go there and then you're gonna automatically just transfer to a 4-year. And in my mind, I thought that I was gonna be able to, get up out of there as soon as possible and just go to a new university. But 4-year colleges definitely require you to stay. Well, they prefer if you stay the whole 4 years. Okay, so the first thing you want to do when you are going to a 2-year university, you just want to make sure that you're taking classes that are going to be credited toward your university that you're looking for. So for me, like I said before, I had the idea that I was just going to be there and then I was just going to leave. So I only took 3 classes that first semester when I kind of took like 4 or 5 to help me get out of there quicker. So you want to definitely make sure you're going on that university website. You want to make sure that you're taking classes that are beneficial for you to get credit toward that university. Because if you just take any old classes, it's not. I guess I'll let him in. Yeah. Like I was saying, so if you're just taking any old classes to just take it, you don't know if those classes are going to be credited toward that university, and you don't want to waste any time or any money. Also, make sure that you're staying focused and you're making sure that your GPA is on point, because GPA is a killer in college, period. If you get a D or F or C, it'll make your GPA go down very, very, very fast. And it's hard to get it back up. So you just want to make sure that you're focusing on your GPA, because when colleges are looking at your application, they're looking at that GPA, seeing if you improved from, let's say, high school or even the college that you were before. I know with me, I was on top of my GPA. I definitely had like some teachers who didn't give me the correct grade that I needed to keep my GPA up. So the fact that they didn't do their job on their end, and I was, the one when I need my grade, and they weren't doing their part on the other side, that can also affect you too. So what you also want to do is like do community service. Like, I know a lot of people are lazy and they don't like doing community service or anything, but if you don't like doing community service, you can kind of like do internship. What you also want to do is always check up with your advisor. Make sure you're going to see your advisor 24/7. Matter of fact, I won't even say 24/7 because my advisor be blowing me sometimes, but go see your advisor at least once a month, because anything can happen, anything can change, anything can happen, trust me. Last year in December, when I was trying to enroll for my classes for spring term, I found out that they didn't accept any of the credits that I had from my 4 years, and that kind of held me back. Also, you want to check up with your advisor, because I also had a problem with them dropping me 3 days before class started. So I already had all of my things in order. I was going to take 8 classes last semester to get everything like over with. Like, I was okay with that. It was just gonna take organization and hard work, and I was gonna be okay with that. It may have been stressful, but 8 classes for me would have been okay. So I immediately like started checking into it, trying to figure out like, why are all my classes gone? I called, I let them know like what's going on. They're talking about, oh, you owe a fee, and I'm like, well, why didn't you guys send anything saying that I owed anything? Because if I did, that means that you need to be one step ahead of me. You should be saying, oh, we have a balance for you that's due and we need it. You don't supposed to just drop kids' classes without them knowing that you were going to drop it, because those classes will have definitely helped me get up out of there quicker. It would have been more efficient for me as well. But God was on my side. because he was able to at least give me most of my classes back, and I was able to take online classes. So that kind of helped me get where I am now. And then if it wasn't for them dropping my class, I probably would have failed. So some things work out, some things don't. But if you're that person who needs their classes, you make sure that your advisor is putting in everything. Make sure your advisor is talking to you about the balances that's due, the fees that's due, anything that's due, because anything can happen. What you also want to do is fill out for FAFSA. So if you don't know what FAFSA is, it's just financial aid from the school that you're trying to attend to. You just want to make sure you fill that out, because you can get money and loans and all of that from FAFSA. You also want to go to the transfer center at your school. So if you go to a community college like me, you want to make sure you're visiting that transfer center. I visited there about twice because they don't have the essentials that I need at a transfer college. You would think that at Malcolm X they would talk more about HBCUs, but they only mainly talk about schools like Columbia, NIU, SIU. All these regular basic schools, and I'm talking about I need a HBCU. We black, okay? This is Malcolm X. I'm gonna need you to, step your game up and teach me a little bit more about my history, because ain't no way that you only provided me the same schools over and over and over again. Like literally, they don't even venture out. They talk about the same schools, and I guess those are easier schools to get into. But for people who need more diversity in their life, HBCUs would be great for them. And the fact that they're not talking about it, and it's Malcolm X, it's a Malcolm X school, you would think that they would talk about it, and they don't. So I only visited there twice, and when I asked them if they had like any scholarships going on, like if you can like help, do you help with scholarships, do you help with personal essays, do you help with anything, and they don't. You also want to do research on the universities that you're trying to apply to. When I went to my 4-year, it was totally different from what I thought it was going to be. So when we first went there, it was like you have this nice dorm room, you have nice bathrooms, all these nice people, all these nice teachers. And then when I got there, it was roaches, dirty carpet, bed bugs, dirty washroom, had bad teachers. You make it seem like it's so great, but you want to visit that college more than once, because you want to visit them on the day that they good, you want to visit them on the day that they bad. You want to make sure that you're looking online, researching what they like, and researching the academics, the financial aid, because you need to educate yourself on what school that you're going to. Make sure that at your community college, or even when you go to a university, that you're picking good teachers. I use a website called Rate My Professor, and this is like a great website. And I say that because I've had a lot of teachers who were jealous of me, had racism thrown my way, showed favoritism. Like it was just too much going on with those teachers that I needed to find some type of way to find a good teacher that knows how to teach students, because nowadays they just pick any type of teachers and it does not work. You also want to know what major you're going to be going into. So for me, I'm getting my associate's degree in Associates of Arts, because that's all they had anyways. And they had like biology, but I'm not trying to do that. So I'm an artist anyway, so I'm like, Associates of Arts, it goes hand in hand, so okay. So I went ahead and did that. But for my major, I originally already wanted to do fashion. So at first I was undeclared, I didn't know what I wanted to be. And then the more I started to, get older, I realized that fashion is my passion. Like I'm gonna always love fashion. So go into something you love. Do not take up something that you feel like you have to take up just because other people are doing it, or if you feel like that's a good career, it's gonna make you a lot of money. Do something that you love so that you will never grow tired of it, because if you do something that's boring, you're gonna hate your job every day. You're gonna hate your life. So you need to do something that you love. Go for it. Whatever you think is great, go for it. If you fail, pick up the pieces and get over it, because you need to get back on your feet. make sure that you're doing everything you need to do to get your goals straight, because that's what it takes. And if you feel like you don't know, what you want to major in, you don't know who you are yet, you don't have to major in anything. Stay undeclared, but make sure you're diverse with your classes and with different activities so that you learn more about what you love and what you love to do, so that you can major in something that you love. You also want to make sure that you're filling out your application to your four-year university early, because it is very competitive, especially for a transfer student. And for people who are freshmen, like for people who never went to a university before and you're coming from a 2-year college, I want you guys to stay focused. If you're a girl especially, I want you guys to stay focused, because everything is a distraction. You see all these, cute guys, you see all these frat boys and all that. So just stay focused on school, because trust me, I've been through it. I've been hurt too many times to not tell you the truth. You need to make sure that you're handling every situation right. You need to make sure that you're doing the right thing for yourself, because if you become distracted, that's when they start to take advantage of you and who you are as a person, and it changes you. Because I started off as a good person, and I am still a good person, but I'm not the same person that I used to be. And for you guys always be distracted. So I don't really too much know what to say, but I hope you guys figure out I want you guys to figure out what you want to do in your life, because I know guys sometimes have a hard time doing that. The neighborhood that I grew up in is guys on the corner. They don't know what they want to do. So for you already made a big step going to university and turning the opposite way. So I want you guys to stay focused on school. Girls are a huge distraction too, I know that. But you just need to make sure you know what you want to do to better your life and become a man. So I kind of think that is all that I needed to say. If you think that I'm missing like some different tips, then let me know. I wasn't gonna do like a step-by-step process of how to get accepted. I'm just telling you tips that you need in order to not make the same mistakes that I did. So and that being so, I think that you guys should definitely take these tips, write them down like I did in my planner. Like I wrote down all my tips, and just go for it. Make sure that you're going for the university that you love, and you are remaining focused on who you are and to grow, because this generation nowadays cannot be me. I'm sorry. I was born in 1996. I understand. You guys don't. 90s babies. I understand what you're going through right now. These 2000 kids. Lord, pray for them. But I'm only 20. I don't know everything. So we learn as we grow. We grow as we learn. But just take care of yourself. Just take care of yourself, you guys. And this is the planner that I actually bought on mybigideas.com. So as you can see, I use my planner. I use it all. This is all everything. I put all my receipts that I bought for each month, and then I make sure that I write down what I want to do next, all the activities that I have, all the homework assignments. Get you a planner, write it down, set goals, and for that month, when you make a goal and you achieve it, you want to scratch it off your list. Because that's what I feel like, having a planner and focusing on you is what's gonna help you in life. So if anybody try to come in between that and try to like mess it up for you, you have this planner to get you back in place. So just remember everything I said about school. Make sure that you're writing these tips down, and I hope that I was able to provide you guys with some inspiration, some life lessons, some tips and tricks to get into school, to university. So I hope you guys loved this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Comment down below on what you think that I was missing in this video, or just give me some more video ideas, because I hope that I can better my videos for you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, because Lord knows I need y'all. Okay, let me stop. I do too much. I could be an actor, y'all. I take it too far a little bit. Make sure you subscribe, because I'm me and you need to subscribe. So yeah, bye.